Friday the 13th, when Ayan checked into the abandoned Grand Royale Hotel, the only building still standing in a town wiped off the map decades ago. The elevator buttons were dusty, but one gleamed fresh, 13, even though the hotel blueprint showed only 12 floors. Against every instinct, he pressed it, and the elevator shook violently, dropping into darkness before jerking upward. The doors opened to a hallway lined with blood-soaked carpets, walls scratched with claw marks, and doors numbered only 13. From behind each door came muffled screams, banging, and whispers chanting his name. A stench of rotting flesh filled the air as he walked, his reflection in the cracked mirrors multiplying into grinning, hollow-eyed versions of himself. The first door creaked open on its own, and inside lay 13 corpses nailed to the ceiling, their mouths stitched shut, but still groaning in agony. Suddenly, a door slammed behind him, slicing his arm open. Blood gushed down his sleeve, dripping onto the red carpet that seemed to drink it eagerly. The lights flickered, and when they steadied, the hallway had stretched infinitely, doors slamming open one by one, releasing faceless, bone-snapping figures crawling toward him. He ran, but every turn led him back to the same spot, room 13. Its door burst open with a deafening shriek, revealing a black void filled with screaming skulls and a massive figure stitched together from the bodies of everyone who ever dared press that button. It smiled with razor teeth and said, "We've been waiting for you to make you the 13th. As its claws tore into his chest, ripping ribs apart like wet paper, blood didn't just spray, it erupted, splattering across the walls in violent arcs, each crimson splash shaping into the cursed number 13, as if the walls themselves were alive and hungry. His organs spilled out, sliding down like meat from a butcher's hook, intestines coiling across the blood-soaked floor, while the beast licked them, slowly, savoring every drop with a grin carved wider than a human skull. Ayan's screams were muffled as a dozen skeletal hands burst from the walls, grabbing his throat, shoving hooks through his lips to silence him, forcing his eyes open as the creature leaned close, whispering, "Your soul will scream forever." The last sound he heard was the tearing of his own flesh as his head was wrenched off, spine snapping like dry twigs, his blood raining from the ceiling like a waterfall of red. The elevator groaned again, chains dragging his shredded remains inside, doors closing with a sickening squelch. When it opened in the lobby, the floor gleamed spotted. Not a drop of blood in sight, only a faint, metallic stench hanging in the air. The button for 13 glowed brighter than before, pulsing like a heartbeat, as if calling, waiting for the next soul foolish enough to press it.